And this is
Yeah,
why
that
I'm
was a.
big on saying that, our history has been so infiltrated. And it's
Mhm.
going to take so much of, a really collective effort to try and really give out the true history of humanity.
Yeah.
We're older, our DNA, our genome is older than Mama Gaia herself. So
Mm.
where did humans really come from? It wasn't here on Earth, right? We were seated here, but there
Mhm.
was already a human genome that's way older than the beginning of Earth. So,
Completely agree. Completely agree. We go way past Earth, but yeah, that's deep. That's
so
deep.
again, so many, I like to say, so much hidden knowledge because nowadays you can find it, but you need to go out
Yeah.
there and know what you're looking for. For me, it's taken me years to kind of come into all of these understandings and connect dots. And now it's like, oh, now it makes sense. I'll tell you this: when I did my birth chart. And then I wanted to see what kind of star systems am I really connected to because Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, was always one of that captured my attention.
Yep.
But when I learned, I did my birth chart and it talked about how I'm connected to the Lyran constellation. When I was little, I know I could still find them. I would draw so many pictures of lions, Haru. Because
Mm.
I remember. It's a child remembrance. Why would I draw them out of nowhere? No. The soul remembers, right? I went to
Mhm.
a ceremony. I had just done this chart and we're like in a deep meditation state and my best friend at the time looks at me and she's like she's not connected to Galactus or anything like that, so it was weird when she looked at me and she's like, I don't know why, but I'm looking at you and you look like a feline and we were
When I
getting
first saw
down
you, I
there.
thought that, but I ain't gonna come out there and say, "Hey, you look
Yeah,
very
she's like,
cattish."
you look like a feline. She's like, you look, she was describing how I've seen myself in dreams. So I didn't freak out. It was this activation inside me. And then she said, I'm hearing Lyra. And I was like, is it Lyrian? She's like, I think that's what it is. And we make this big connection. I come home and I read it and it's all connected. It is deeper
Yeah.
understandings of who we are past this life. I always say it's past this life because we're connected here, yes, but we've had multiple lifetimes. Many of us, like me
Absolutely.
and you, Hurl, that came here to do work, we've had many
Yeah.
lifetimes.
Yeah, my one of my friends, Carlton, the last time that we saw each other, I was on this journey to see all my friends, and I was on this elevation, and I was on a mission. And he looks at me and was like, "You just turned into a lion." You know what I'm saying? He looks at me and he was like, he's like, "Have you ever seen the movie Narnia?" And I'm like, "Nah." He was like,
Yeah,
"You
I love that.
just turned into a lion." I'm a Leo rising, and
Leo rising. I'm
and one of the things, I don't know why, I've always loved lions and things like that. In my room right now, I have like a lion, portrait. I work with Sekhmet. I work with Sekhmet. She has visited me. Sekhmet has visited me, and that was something else because that's a beautiful woman, boy. The lions kind of fine. Larry is kind of fine.
yeah.
So yeah, we definitely locked in. I'm glad our last conversation didn't go. You said
Because why?
divine timing.
Yes, I did say that last time. I'm like,
Yeah, it
it's
wasn't it
divine
wasn't the
time.
conversation we were supposed to have. This was it.
I agree. I believe it. And I think you kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, that's that Aries, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the fire. You
Had
put
to
that
jump
fire
in
under
there.
me.
We're doing this today. Well, I think we can take a little bit of time, process what we talked about, and I would love to do this again. Maybe we'll have different content, but I believe this is something that the world needed. We'll see how far we can get it, but I'll tell you this, every person that sees it is supposed to see it.
I
You know what
always
I'm
say that.
saying?
I always say that.
Supposed to see it. You
Everything
can,
is so intentional, right? So it's like even when we're doing this today, it's like I already come into ceremony because life is a ritual.
yep,
Everything we do, every moment to moment, it is an action that's leading us to something else. So exactly what you said. Whoever is meant to see this, it is because they're supposed to,
you're
and it
supposed to.
is. To me, it is that quantity over quality. I need it to be seen by the people who are connected like us.
Yes. So I am going to end this right now. This was a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much. I am so excited that we
Thank you for
found each other in this lifetime one more time.
one
Peace
more
to the
time.
goddess.
I know. Okay.
Yes. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.